Maya, the power that veils and obscures the true nature of the self and creates a sense of differentiation. It makes the universal consciousness, which is one, appear as duality in multiplicity. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ascending Maya, an activation project. It is our mission to aid and assist all humanity from their sleeping slumber through the power of intention and the spoken word. We hope to enlighten, awaken, and reconnect humanity with their higher selves, to massage minds, allowing new possibilities, and be directly involved with co-creating a future that serves all humanity in love and light. To eradicate fear from the human body, to activate the ascension frequencies and vibrations of love, and do our part in the ushering in of this lifetime's paradigm shift. The time is now. There is only now. We must be the change that we want to see. I hope everybody's having a great morning. Today's topic, let's get right to it. I now understand that my own inner awareness is the only God that I will ever find. Inner awareness is the creator, and what I am aware of is the creation. Let me read that one more time, just so you got that. I now understand that my own inner awareness is the only God I will ever find. Inner awareness is the creator, and what I am aware of is the creation. Everything that is outside of you is created by you based on God, source within you and within me and within everybody. When you have inner conversation, who do you think you're communicating with? We are experiencing a return of the Christ consciousness. Lower vibratory thoughts and thinking is not part of the Christ consciousness. To be Christ-like is to be in the higher vibratory realm of bliss, love, happiness, etc. Your free will to experience internal love or fear can only be controlled by you. Be mindful. Be mindful of your thoughts. You deserve love, peace, and happiness. You deserve all the blessings that the multiverse has to offer. And so do I. So this is so profound. For me, I remember when I ran across that quote, that it resonated to my core. Because look, everybody, look, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm sure that a lot of people that hear the sound of my voice right now have gone through indoctrination and been exposed by this propaganda of Maya, the outside world. You know, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know, we are a character playing a character and acting for a corporation and their storyline. We are to create our own story, write our own book of life, not be a character in someone else's book. So we have, look, I know. So I'm getting used to hearing myself talk. Um, but yeah, look, I what comes to mind too is, you know, I remember, I can't tell you how many times I was asked when I was in high school, hey, what are you going to do when you graduate? You know, what that translates to for me is what corporation are you going to be a good slave for? You know, and look, and I know that I hope that people listening understand what I mean by slave system. But through the podcast, we will be addressing everything, all about what I want to focus on what serves. But there's going to be things we talk about to expose what doesn't serve. Um, I remember when I first started studying law of attraction, I was guided to write down, the epiphany of what I didn't want that was happening, enabled me to look at the other side of the page to recognize, well, what do I want? I remember, I forget the author. I was a big time into law of attraction with Abraham Hicks, and this particular advice came from a different instructor of law of attraction. I forget his name, but he was the one that would recommend write down, what's going on in your life that you don't like, and then on the other side of the page, write down what you do want. He quoted that it took about 18 seconds for us to just shift our thinking from that of dwelling on what we didn't want, like, or what was going wrong for us, to the epiphany of, okay, now that reveals, well, what do I want? And then I start focusing on what I do want. And he said it takes about 18 seconds to make that shift from what you were thinking about to what you are now thinking about. Because we have to be mindful of our thoughts. We have to be mindful of our thoughts. Several things come to mind. I'm a big fan of Dr. Emoto and his discovery of his study on water. If you are not familiar with that, I strongly suggest that you look that up, Dr. Emoto study on water, because the reality is that thoughts are a working power. Energy follows thought. So we have to be mindful because our thought has the ability to change the molecular structure of everything around us. And we have to remember that our bodies are 72% water. So the incorrect thinking or the correct thinking literally affects our bodies and everything else around us. So we have to be mindful, because that's source that we're communicating with. And then you have, of course, the ego mind, so you have to pay attention to your vibration. And you're going to hear me talk about that a lot. Your vibration. Where are you at with your vibrational state? Are you experiencing lower vibratory thoughts, which will cause emotional attachment? Then if you are participating with that, you are also casting that out into the universe, because energy follows thought. And don't get caught up in thinking, well, oh, it's just what's immediately around me, as I look around the room here, immediately around me. No, I'm referring to infinity. Your thoughts, your energy, your emotion that gets attached to the thought goes out into the universe, the multiverse, to infinity. And guess what? It will return that to us. So we have to embody the Christ consciousness. And again, it's simple. It's not any big thing. We have to learn to love ourselves. When we learn to love ourselves unconditionally, and why would you not? Again, source is within you. You are source. You are light. We are of that source. And that's who we're having our inner conversations with. So why on earth would we be thinking about kicking somebody's butt, or doing this to that person, or spending time dwelling, why did that person do this to me? We have to, if it's a lower vibratory thought and it's creating an emotional experience within you, an attachment, well, we got to be mindful. We have to pour love and forgiveness into that. It doesn't matter if somebody did something to you or if you did something to somebody, whatever that circumstance. Don't watch that fucking news, because we know there's just shit attached to it. I don't want shit in my life. I try to flush that shit. Be done with it. We have to stay focused on our inner thoughts, because that is our connection to all that is in all creation. That is source. I can't express that enough. If you, we need change, and the change that we need, that is here now. We just have to participate with it, But learn to master your thoughts. Now, I realize what some people may be thinking, oh my God, mastering thoughts. Well, remember, it's referred to as a spiritual practice, not a spiritual mastery. We do have ascended masters who do, like Jesus Christ. So we have to be mindful of that connection, because the Christ consciousness expels everything of a lower vibration, expels it. So we have to do our inner work. That is where the true change will come from. I like to refer to it as our inner thoughts are ality, and our external is reality. Again, we create it in the mind, and then we experience it in the outer. Um, and I hope that everybody has enjoyed this. I know I can get windy sometimes on some of these topics. I look forward to um, other people being able to communicate and more conversation, so we can take things even deeper, so we can have more healing. So in conclusion, I would like to thank everybody for listening and joining me today. I love you wherever you are. Love is the answer, and I want you to know that only you can manifest from you and within you, and to write your own storyline, write your own book from within you, versus getting caught up as an actor or character in someone else's book. Is there a right or wrong answer to today's topic? What's right for you may not be right for me, but that's okay. We're all in this together. We are all one. Because I love and accept myself unconditionally, I accept you unconditionally with your unique to you perspective. When we learn to truly love ourselves unconditionally, we will start breaking the chains that bind us. We cannot truly love someone else until we love ourselves. Then, and only then, can we start ascending Maya. Siddha Yoga meditation teaches us when we are established in our own inner love, everything is complete. This is the ultimate fulfillment, the ultimate contentment. Love is the answer. Spiritual progress is not measured by knowledge, but by love. Practice loving thoughts. Practice loving words. Practice loving actions every day, every hour, most importantly, every thought. I know this may take time to get used to, but this is cultivating union with your highest self, infinite oneness, infinity, the source creator of all that is in all creation. God, whatever term you'd like to use, there's nothing more important in this current physical experience than cultivating union with your highest self through love. I invite you to drink the nectar of divine love and watch your life transcend. I'd like to end with a couple quotes. I've got 2 quotes I want to share with you. I hope that you enjoy them because they really resonate. Here's one from Brad Olson. He's an author. He quoted, "Once we can fully embrace love, new aspects of enhanced human abilities will become apparent." Yeah, dude, I want that for sure. Here's my final one here from author Alexander Tyndall. The body is purified by water, the mind by truth, the soul by knowledge and austerity, the reason by wisdom. But as the groping, undeveloped soul struggles for consciousness, the Christ consciousness, it reaches out for the gratification of mental desires. The soul is moved by desire for perfect happiness. The mind seeks to satisfy this craving for happiness in increased activities, in accumulation, in so-called pleasure, always looking outside, thinking outside, living in the outside, the Maya. But the soul has but one answer to this quest for happiness. It is love, because only love and wisdom give immortality, which is self-preservation in the true sense. No higher text can be given the disciple. Wisdom comes from reflection upon the results of experience in the search for happiness. Experience will then teach him that only love is real. Fuck yeah, dude. So that's the answer. Once again, we must be the change that we want to see, and it needs to be of love and that higher vibration. So that's what we start receiving and manifesting in the world. Peace, unity. All right, I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. All that hear the sound of my voice, you are now receiving oceans of compassion.